So I did a haul to Trader Joe's, although my friend calls it Trader Joe's, and I found some Tuscan kale. So we're gonna make some dinner using Tuscan kale, white beans, garlic, shallots. Let's get started. In your preheated skillet, we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. If you don't have extra virgin olive oil, use what you have on hand. But this is like, you're talking good flavor. I have about 4 or 5 shallots, just minced. Cut them up into little chunks, into little pieces. That's all. Throw that in there. Add a little bit of salt so we can sweat them out. Remember, we're going to season in layers, just a little bit, probably like half a teaspoon. And let these cook down for about 2 to 3 minutes. A few minutes have passed. Now we're going to add just a little bit of red pepper flakes. If I ran out of Calabrian chilies. If I had Calabrian chilies, I would add that towards the end. But we want a little bit of kick, a little bit of spice. To this, I have about 6 cloves. I sliced them as thinly as I could. I didn't want to chop them up. If you want them chopped, add them chopped. No worries. I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Actually, this, oh, wait, not that much. See what happens? And my peppercorn blend. My blend is black, white, green, and pink peppercorns. And you're going to stir this for about 30 to 60 seconds. You just want it until your garlic gets fragrant. You do not want to burn this. Next, we're going to add organic Great Northern beans. I buy these at Sprouts, but make sure you rinse them. I don't want all that liquid that comes in there to be in here. At this point, your house should be smelling absolutely amazing. I mean, amazing. After another few minutes have passed, we're going to open the Tuscan kale. This has been pre-rinsed and washed. And because this is, you have to cook it down. So we're going to braise it a little bit. So it may look like a lot, but like spinach, this is going to wilt down into nothingness. But Tuscan kale is delicious. So I'm going to put a little chicken stock in here. If you have homemade, use homemade. If you have white wine, you can put white wine in there. I actually don't have white wine, which is a rare thing in my household. So we're just going to put a little bit, just a little bit to wilt it down. Put the lid on, let it go. Put it on medium low, and give it about a good 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. So I want you to see this. See how it wilts down? Now Tuscan kale, or kale in general, just requires a little bit more braising time. So I'm going to add in some more liquid, a little more chicken stock. We can season it up. We're going to add some flavors in here afterwards. You'll see. Just trust the process. Bring that back to a boil, let it simmer on low, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes. A total of 20 minutes has gone by. I have turned my stove off, and look at this. Look at that. So what happens next? Couple of things. First of all, take a spoon. Taste your food. Ooh, that's good. Adjust the seasoning as you need. I'm gonna add half a lemon I have here. Keep my hand out for the seeds. If you want a colander, you can use a little strainer underneath it, but I think I'll be okay. You want the acidity. It's gonna wake everything up. Put that there. Trusty towel. Mix that in. The seasoning is on point. You can add more salt, you can add more pepper, you can add a variety of different things. But now comes the part, so again, stove is off. We're gonna put in some cold butter. Told you a little bit of French goes into everything I do. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. Maybe like 1, 2, oh, what the hell. 3 pats of butter. It's probably 2 tablespoons, according to your package. And then sort of let that get in there. It's gonna emulsify and create this little sauce. So let me do this, and then we're gonna add Parmesan cheese. I think I have grana padano. I have to see what cheese I have, but we're gonna add cheese to this. Get ready. When it's finished, it's cooled down a little bit. This is grana padano. So that's what I had in my fridge. So we're gonna let it rain in here. Put as much or as little cheese, or omit it if you want. I have my aunt can't have dairy, so there's vegan cheeses. There's a variety of things that you can do. Then I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna eat this with the focaccia that's in the oven. But then you just take a piece, take a little, you've gotta taste it. You have to taste it. It's an absolute requirement. Get a piece there with some kale. Ooh, look at that. It's delicious. It's a little too big. Don't burn yourself. That is so good. You can have this with pasta. You can have this as a little side dish. This is what I'm going to dip my bread into. So from my kitchen to yours, I hope you make this. My video says 5 minutes, but we are going to condense it down with editing. But I really hope you make this. This is a great vegetarian meal. Could be completely vegan. There's so many options. But use what's fresh and local and make it your own. So follow me. I'll see you again. If you make this, come back, tell me how it tasted. Bye.